Yo, what's up YouTube? This is the DFS Riddler coming at you live with another MLB video for the Monday, April the 8th slate. We got an 8-game slate. I'm here to solve all of your DFS riddles and questions that you might have for this slate. So please drop any comments or questions that you might have in the comment box. Like the video, hit the bell icon so you can get all the future content. Picks have been absolutely on fire lately, guys. Quickly go over last night's picks real quick. They went really well for the most part. Mike Clevenger, the SP1, he got a 34.05, 10 strikeouts, allowed only one hit. Sean Newcomb, probably maybe the reason that I didn't take down this slate. He only got a 12.15, so not a complete bust, but for his salary tag, I consider that kind of a bust. Luckily, all the bats that we had in the picks, they all went off. They went off in my lineups as well. Quickly go over those. Christian Yelich, he got a home run. Ended up with 23 DraftKings points. Malik Smith, he got a 20. Definitely crushed it. $4,200 price tag. Rendon, he ended up getting a home run too. He ended up with 26 DraftKings points. Absolutely killed it, just like I knew he would. Ryan O'Hearn, besides the fact that he had that good matchup, lefty-righty split that he had going for him, he still ended up only not getting a hit. He got a walk. He got 2 DraftKings points. So a little bit of a bust there from Ryan O'Hearn. Expected him to at least get 1 hit in the game, but failed to do that. So moving on, the secret sleeper pick that we had with Michael Conforto. He did end up seeing Max Scherzer pretty well, and after Max Scherzer was done, he continued to do very well. He ended up being the highest scoring hitter out of all the picks. He got a 27 DraftKings points, a score of 27. So yeah, guys, it was a hell of a freaking slate. Absolutely crushed it. I think my highest lineup that I had on this slate was 172. I had 138. I had 100 and 150 something for my cash line. So cashed in it all around. It was a good slate, guys. The reason that I was able to cash so well on this slate is Draft Dashboard. I'll quickly go over that. Draft Dashboard has got to be the best lineup optimizer that you can get out there on the market, guys. So many good tools on here to help you take down those MLB slates. Just like I'm doing very well right now, you can be too. You got all the tools in here, everything from the MLB cheat sheet. The cheat sheet is going to give you all the locks of the slate, the top pitchers that are in the best spots on this slate. That's funny. They had Sean Newcomb as one of the top pitchers in good spots. Certainly wasn't end up being that way. But anyways, so you got the studs, the bats over $4,000, mid-range plays, bats between 3.5 and 4K, value bats, all the bats that are under 3.5. Probably my most favorite thing about this one is the home run hitters. Gives you all of your batters that are in a great position to hit a home run, which is probably the most important thing that you can have in your lineup, guys. You need to have lots of home runs. That's what's going to give you that takedown. It's what's going to give you that big money that you're all looking for. Also, the sleepers and studs on Draft Dashboard, you've got all the players that are going to be on the slate. They're going to be priced at under $4,000 that have the best potential to at least make value. So that's a very important tool when you are trying to fit all the studs in your slate. You got to be able to you got to throw in the value plays that are going to make value so you can fit those stud players in there. So you can get those bats like Christian Yelich and Mike Trout, when they have the right matchups. You got to have the value plays, guys. So sleepers and studs, absolutely important. Last but not least is the lineup optimizer, guys. Probably the best tool on here. Won me so much money in the past year. You can take all of your players that you have in your player pool, throw them into the lineup optimizer, build multiple winning lineups, adjust it as need be. So that you can get better players in your lineups that it builds for you. The lineup optimizer, guys. I'm telling you, this is where it's all about. It's what it's all about. This right here is the tool. Draft dashboard is the tool, guys. It's the tool that you need to have if you want to better your DFS game. You can have all these tools that I'm using to win every day for only $1 for 30 days, guys. You get a 30-day trial for only $1. If you're already playing DFS, you might as well give it a shot. That dollar is going to definitely help out your game, guys. It's an investment. So take my word for it. Give Draft Dashboard a shot. $1 for 30 days. You can try it out by clicking the link that's in the description of my video below. And yeah, give it a shot, guys. It'll make you more money. So now we're going to move on to the picks that we have for today for my SP1. I'm liking Madison Bumgarner a whole lot. Madison Bumgarner is priced at 9,300. He has already pitched. He's already pitched against the San Diego Padres once this year. He did put up a 26 against them. I believe that was the opening game of the year that they had. So I don't see any. San Diego is a shitty batting lineup. I don't see any reason why he doesn't crush him again today. Lots of strikeout upside with Bumgarner. He does have the upside to give up some crazy hits sometimes, but I really like his strikeout potential here. He is only giving up 18 out of 116 at-bats to the Padres, so that's a really large sample size. It's pretty good. He has faced them a lot in his career, and they are not hitting him at all. Lefty-righty OPS split, the batters do have an advantage over Madison Bumgarner by negative 14%, but I'm mainly looking at the history here, guys. 18 for 116. That's absolutely fucking horrible. So lock in Madison Bumgarner. He's going to crush it tomorrow pitching. For the SP2, I went on the other end of the spectrum on that game with Eric Lauer. Their first game, he put up 21 against San Francisco. And these pitchers are pitching in Oracle Park tomorrow, guys. It is the number 4 most pitcher-friendly park that they can pitch in. So I think I can see like a repeat of the first game that the Padres and San Francisco had against each other. The pitchers, it's probably going to be a pretty good pitcher duel. Low scoring. It's probably going to end up being around like 3-2, 3-1, or something like that for the final score. So I like both pitchers here in this matchup. Eric Lauer is priced at 7,500. So if he can get us that 21 DraftKings points again on this game, or even maybe do a little bit better, I really like that. I really like that price tag for that pitcher. I like this combination, stacking them together. So we'll move on to the bats. For my first bat, I am really liking Rhys Hoskins today. Rhys Hoskins, Philadelphia Phillies. Obviously, everybody knows the Phillies are absolutely on fire. Their batting lineup is absolutely stacked. He's only priced at 4,700 today, guys, and I see a lot of upside there with that. He is batting in the cleanup spot, scoring an 18, a 21, a 0, a 12, and 11 in his last 5 games. Only had one really good game versus Washington in his last 5 games with the 19. But the pitcher lefty-righty split here is going to be awesome in his advantage. Rhys Hoskins does hit a 955 OPS versus righty pitchers. Anibal Sanchez is a pretty terrible pitcher when he faces righty batters. Even though he is a right-handed pitcher, he's giving up an 851 OPS versus righty batters. So I think Rhys Hoskins can crush it here tomorrow. He does have a 100 draft dashboard ranking, and I think he's going to kill it against Anibal Sanchez. Pretty average pitcher. So yeah, lock in Rhys Hoskins in your lineups. He's going to crush it. Next, I'm going to go with Jay Bruce for the Seattle Mariners. Jay Bruce is priced at 4,200. It's like one of those guys that seems like his price tag just doesn't seem to be going up very much. over the past games, even though he's always on fire. Well, except for the 2 zeros that he had. But when the matchups are good, he is always on fire, and Seattle is on fire right now. They're scoring. I think they're probably averaging probably the highest run count out of the entire league. I'm not sure about that. I have to look it up. But yeah, I mean, they're scoring like 7 to 10 runs every freaking game almost, it seems like. So like all their batters, I like Seattle in general for this slate. Like stacking up Seattle, definitely agree with that. Makes a whole lot of sense if you want to do that. Get a Seattle stack in your GPPs today. So you're going to crush it. And there is going to be a lot of attention on Coors Field today, just like there always is. Atlanta is playing in Coors Field. There's a lot of upside with all the expensive bats there. But they're all going to go very highly owned. So I like to look other else places when there are those highly owned games going on, like in Coors Field, because you can find the value in other places, guys. Because those bats over there are they're all like 5,000 to 5,500 for all the good bats in that game. So anyways, I am liking Jay Bruce here at his price tag of 4,200. The 3 games out of his last 5 games that he did do very well in, he got a 28, an 18, and a 25. Average against Kansas City out of his last 5 outings, he 2 zeros and then a 10, 9, and a 2. He does have a very good matchup. He is batting against Homer Bailey, and this guy is first name Homer should be he should be named after the fact that he gives up a shitload of home runs, because that's the fact about Homer Bailey. He's the home run giver machine. This guy fucking sucks. He is giving up a 974 OPS versus lefty batters, and Jay Bruce is on fire against righty pitchers this year. And in general, he's hitting a 813 OPS versus righties. He has not seen Homer Bailey yet, and this past game he did. If I remember right, he did get a home run in the past game, or maybe more than that. It might have been 2. But yeah, Jay Bruce is hitting really well right now, and Homer Bailey is a shitty pitcher, and I think Jay Bruce, his first time seeing Homer Bailey, he's going to take him pretty deep, maybe once, maybe twice. I think he's got a lot of upside here, so lock in some Jay Bruce in your lineups. Definitely he's going to do very well. Next batter that I went with is Whit Merrifield. Whit Merrifield pretty much is self-explanatory. This guy is a great freaking hitter. Very rarely ever puts up a goose egg ever. He's very consistent. I love this guy in my cash game plays. He's $4,500. Another player that just doesn't ever seem to eclipse that $4,500 price tag or move up near the $5,000 range, which I don't understand why. Because I mean, if you look at his consistency, he hits like, you got a 14, a 7, a 7, a 5, and a 9. That 14, that's the game before his last game too. Because yesterday, I think I'm pretty sure he got like a 22 or something like that. He definitely had more than a 14. He definitely scored higher. But anyways, his matchup is really good here. He doesn't have a high draft dashboard ranking, but like I said, he is very consistent. Last 5 versus Seattle, he's got a 3, 11, a 6, a 5, and a 10. I just love stacking this game, guys. The hitters on both sides, both pitchers are not very good. Felix Hernandez is way past his prime. He is giving up a 729 OPS versus righties, and Whit Merrifield has a 729 OPS versus righties. So not the best righty-lefty split, but Whit Merrifield in his career is seeing Felix Hernandez very, very well. He's hitting him 5 for 10 with a 500 batting average, a 1,400 OPS versus Hernandez with 3 singles, a double, and a home run. Whit Merrifield has huge upside here at a price tag of $4,500. Definitely can see him paying that off and a lot more than that. So lock him in your lineups, guys. Whit Merrifield. Last but not least, for the batters, I went with Malik Smith. Back to the well, just like, Mr. Consistent. This guy, I believe he put up like 20 or 22 DraftKings points yesterday, and then before that, he had a 6, a 3, 15, and a 7. Last 5 versus Kansas City, absolutely crushing it. 18, 12, 10, 8, and a 3. Malik Smith is, they did price him up just a little bit more to 4,300. I think he was 4,100 yesterday, so like $200 more. But I mean, rightfully so. Like, not only is he hitting very consistent, he has a really good matchup tomorrow again with Homer Bailey. Really like stacking the Seattle team against him. Malik Smith is batting in the leadoff spot with a plus 39% advantage over Homer Bailey. Homer Bailey gives up a 974 OPS to lefty batters, and Malik Smith hits his best bats against righty pitchers with a 756 OPS. So I think he's going to kill it tomorrow against Homer Bailey. He's going to crush him. Definitely lock Malik Smith in your lineups. He's got a 78 draft dashboard ranking. Definitely has a whole lot of upside here in this matchup. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I will be back tomorrow night with another MLB video with some more fire picks. Make sure you stay tuned. Until then, make lots of money as always, and DFS out. DFS Riddler out.